Hey everybody, this is Jim the Tabletop Engineer and welcome to a new playthrough video. I just played this. This is called Wrecked Space. It's a card game. I just played it. It was a very fast game. I went from level 10 to level 20, so I've decided to go ahead and see if I can continue on. Now this time around, I'm not going from level 20 to 30. I have to stop at the midway point, which is level 25. But because I'm at level 20, I'm only dealing with one threat. So let's go ahead and shuffle the dice. You don't roll a die. You shuffle the cards, which are 1 through 7. Okay? You shuffle it, and you pick one, and that's your threat. So in the last game I played, it was the quarantine, which made me remove the med bays, which scared me because without the med bays, you can't find med kits to heal yourself. I drew a 7, which is a radiation hazard. I lose 1 health per each 3 resolved cards. Wow. That is horrible. All right, and let's put the 7 back in because now we have to find my objective. Basically, every 3 resolved cards, I lose a health. Oh, that is not going to be good. And like I said, I don't have a med kit anymore. I lost that in the last game. I used it in the last game. Let's see what the objective is. The objective is 6. Resolve the security turret and use a med kit. Well, okay, that's not a bad one. Here is the entrance. I'll be starting here. I'm going to put the 6 back in here, take the 7 out. But before I begin, since I made it to level 20, I get an upgrade. Now, the last game, I drew it randomly, and I drew the stim pack. So all that's left is the astronaut rig, the exoskeleton, and the flamethrower. So I'm going to put these behind my back, shuffle them up, and just draw the top one. I got the flamethrower. All right, I'll take that. The flamethrower is just an extra weapon, but it raises my number, the maximum number I can draw in this random deck. So that's actually not bad. Most of the cards you want to draw high. All right, so the loot deck is here. My Marine is here, starting with a stim pack and 5 health. She has a data crystal, a grenade, and another data crystal, and I keep forgetting to use the grenade. I'm going to have to remember that. Let's go ahead. This is a junction. It has 4 branches off of it. They are passageways. Let me shuffle this deck really well. Like I said, I just played this game a few minutes back, and man, I thought I was going to die, but at the last minute I pulled it off by meeting my objectives very quick-like. All right, shuffled. And now remember, when you look at a card, when you flip a card over, you're exploring it. It doesn't mean you're actually going into it. When you go into it and challenge it, that's when if you win, you resolve it by flipping it over to its hull or door side, like this side. So I'm going to explore up top. I found an air duct. So to resolve, explore 2 cards in the gaps. I'll explain gaps shortly. If you've been watching these games and the past games I play, you know what the gaps are. Let's explore here. I found swarmlings. Here, another air duct. And here, the storage locker. I like the storage locker, sort of. To resolve, draw a card from the loot or auto-resolve. Now, here's the deal. There's 5 cards here. I can resolve this and just flip it over. It's like I ignore the storage lockers. Or I can take a chance and go looking in them. One of these cards is an exploding device, which hurts me. I've got a 1 in 5 chance. I'm going to shuffle this up, and I'm going to draw. Because what I'm hoping to draw is a med kit. All right, let's do this one. Power cell explosion. -2 health. So I lose the 5, and I lose the 4. This shuffle back into the loot deck. I get to resolve this because I did draw from it. So I resolve it by flipping it. Now, the stim pack card says that I lose the health, but I can also redraw a map card. So, excuse me, I am going to redraw I'm going to redraw the Swarmling. So I put that back in here, and I shuffle the deck, and I just draw another card. I like the air ducts because they're not dangerous. They just require me to resolve some other cards. All right, here we go. Let's see what's here. A vacuum area. All right. And then I'm gonna. This is a junction. This is a passage which leads to another junction. So let's explore this junction. It's a blast door. So I am not doing good here. Okay. Oh man. there are not enough to resolve. Pay the access card. I don't have it. Or I lose -1 health. So I cannot go through here until I find that access card. Because it also says you could use the exoskeleton and lose a health, but I don't have that. I can't do the air duct. I can't do the air duct, so I have to deal with the vacuum area. The vacuum area, I can auto-resolve if I have the astronaut rig. I do not. Or I can pay the oxygen. I don't have that. Or I can lose 1 health and discard the 3 from the random number. So I'll get rid of the 3, and now I cannot draw a 3 randomly. I shuffle this up. But this is resolved, and now I can resolve or explore another junction, not a hallway. That's bad because that cannot be resolved. So, how do I do this? To resolve, explore 2 cards in the gaps adjacent to resolve passage. Oh, okay. Okay. These are resolved passageways. Gaps are next to them, so I can resolve these. So I just have to explore to do it. So I'll explore this one, which is a guard bot. There's a guard bot hiding in that gap. And I'm going to explore this one, which is a void beast. Man, they're hiding in the walls. But now I get to resolve this by flipping it over. Now, these things, I do not have to challenge them. Only if it says you must you must resolve the card or try to attempt to resolve it. There's a bad monster in here that when you explore, if you encounter it, you have to fight it. So this is just like I look in this room, I see the void beast, I go, nope. I look in here, I see the guard bot, I go, nope. I've got to find the security turret and find a med kit. So now, to resolve this, I can explore these 2. There's a wrecked module and a storage locker again. Well, I'm going to do the storage locker because what are the odds that I'll draw the same exploding card? Well, they're 1 in 5. 20% chance. I got a med kit. Yes. All right. I am going to use the med kit right now to get back up to full 3-4 health. I don't get the stim pack. I used it. So I'm back up to 4 health. I used the med kit, which is part of the objective. Pay the med kit. I did. Pay it means to use it. Now I just need to find the security turret. All right. So this gets resolved because I explored these 2. And I resolved this so I can flip that. Let's look at this junction right here. That is another vacuum area. Man, come on. Fortunately, I can do that, but I'll lose a health. You can't remove the 3. It's already removed, but you can ignore that part of the card. All right, cannot be resolved. I can resolve that. I can't resolve that. I could fight these, which is... Oh, you know what? I forgot. Junction, hallway. So there's a junction right here. And that is a guard bot. That's not good. Man. All right. I'm gonna go take on the guard bot. So I'm gonna shuffle these up. A 1 or 2, and I lose 2 health. A 3, 4, or 7, I can't draw a 3. A 4 or 7, I shuffle it back in and draw a card from the loot deck. And then 5 or 6, it's resolved. All right, let's draw this. I drew the 2, which is lose 2 health. So I lose 2 health. Let's do it again. I mean, I got to beat it. I can't go through the vacuum area now because, well, I could. Let's do that. I'm going to hold off on that. I'm going to go through the vacuum area and lose a health. So I'm now down to 1 health. But I resolved this. This is a junction. So there's 3 passages that go off it. First passage is a blast door. Second one is instrumentation bay. Third one is the control room. Well, these aren't too bad. The control room, I can auto-resolve it. Or I can discard a data crystal to resolve a security turret, guard bot, or blast door. Nice. I will discard the data crystal, and I can resolve either a security turret, which I don't have, a guard bot, which I do, or a blast door, which I do. I want to avoid that guard bot, so I'm going to resolve this blast door, and that also to resolve to, okay, so and this auto resolves. well, I'm not going to resolve what's over here yet. I'm not exploring because it could be that creature that makes me fight. What I'm looking for is the med bay again. This one says, to resolve, shuffle the action cards from 1 to 5 and draw 2 of them. Choose 1 to discard, the rest go into the action deck. I don't like that. This one's going to cause me to lose 1 health, so I can't do that one. I guess I have no choice. I got to see what's over here. And what's over there? Junction. So this is a passageway. And it's the void. It's a void beast. Great. All right. Wow. Let's see. Man, what do I do here? -1 health, -2 health. I guess. Now this one, if you fight it, you have to fight it. It says try again immediately if you lose that 1 health. But if I lose that 1 health, I'm dead. So it looks like I'm going to have to resolve this instrumentation bay. So it says shuffle the 1 to 5. So what I do, oops, let me shuffle these up again. I didn't mean to look at those. So I take out the 1 to 5s. I leave the 7 and I take out the 1 to 5s. I shuffle them and I draw 2 of them and I get rid of 1 of them. Hopefully the 1 goes away. I'm going to draw that one and that one. I'll get rid of the 4. The 5 and the 7 go back in, but I resolved this. Junction, passageway. So there is a junction down here, which is the med bay. To resolve, take the med kit from the loot deck. I will do that. So I resolved this. This is a junction. I'm going to push all these up kind of a little bit to give me more space. This is probably the most exploration I've done in the game so far. So I resolved this. Junction. So there's a passageway here and a passageway here. I've got the security turret and the med bay. Well, guess what? I don't have to resolve. Oh, I do have to resolve the security turret. Oh, I found the other med bay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the med card to come back up to 3 health. 2, 3. So I resolve that. Oh, wait, no. I used it. Now I'm going to take it again and resolve this, which goes to a junction. It is another security turret. So I'm just rolling in security turrets right now. But I do have another med kit. I have to... I've already satisfied one of the objectives, which was to use a med kit. Now I have to resolve a security turret. So I can win the... Oh, and then I have to find the Grav Shaft. I forgot about that in the last game. That's one thing I didn't do, but we'll pretend that didn't happen. All right, so I shuffle these up. And on a 1, I resolve it. On a 2 or 3, I resolve it. On a 4 or higher, I lose 2 health. I drew a 7, so I lose 2 health, which means I go back down to 1. So I'm going to use the med kit to come back up to 3 and do it one more time. This is not good. All right, hold on. Let me shuffle these behind my back just to make sure I'm really shuffling them. All right. I'm going to count down 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh! I drew the 7 again. So I'm down to 1. And I lost 2 health again. All right, I only got one more shot at this, and there's really nothing else I can do. Nothing I can do. I have to win this. So I am going to shuffle it up again. And what I don't want is anything over 4. And I did. I died. So the poor Marine made it all the way to level 20. The scientist made it to level 30, so she made it even further. Well, that was fun. There's one more character to play in this game, and that is the Thug. So the next time I come to play this game, it will be to play the Thug and see how far he gets. Hopefully farther than my engineer and my scientist and my Marine did. But it's a fun little game. Don't expect, a lot of strategy from it, but also, it's just portable and you can take it with you and you can play it wherever you happen to be. You don't even need a die or dice to play it. All right, that is it. Marine, we hardly knew ya. I will get the game set up. for the next time. And this is Jim, the Tabletop Engineer. Thanks for joining me on this pretty morbid playthrough of Wrecked Space. I'll be back again in the next Wrecked Space video to try out the Thug, and hopefully we'll do much better. Until then, everybody, take care.